All right, guys, we're here at Beach Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and it's the fifth race? Fourth
Race out of 5 weeks. Next week.
4 out of 5, fourth straight race.
Yes.
And we're here with Kallee Mills.
Yes.
And you're on Team
Justin Swanstrom, and a little mix-up this season, you know, with the teams.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting, to say the least. It's me, Justin, Jim, John, Tony McKinney, and we dropped John because Jim had his wreck, and we brought on Tim Brown for this race, and maybe next race. So today we have Justin, me, Jim, and Tim Brown in the actual invitational running to get points for our team. We're doing pretty good. You
are doing pretty good.
We have
that first week. It was a little.
the first week, but it didn't count.
No, it didn't count. That's the best time to do your mulligan. This is when it doesn't count. So that was really good.
Now me, Justin, and Jim were potentially all three in the grade 8, but me and Justin have no luck whatsoever. We can't draw the right chip. No. So. But yeah, we're doing pretty good as a team. I would say Kai is kind of like dominating all of us right now.
Yeah. Well, he only races Damon, so.
Yeah, true. So
every time.
So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the team we're on. We're super loud. You know, we're all screw blown cars.
I know, that's the good thing.
We're blower cars, not Tim Brown's one. He's got a Roots, but yeah. So that's pretty much.
Doing good on the combination. So Jim crashed.
Yes.
Last week.
Yes.
In Minnesota. And so he's taking over John's ride because he's higher in the points, and it's the points that matters to the team.
The points that matter to the team.
So, and he was guaranteed to be in the field. So
that's really another thing is Tim Brown, any points that he accumulates this race go towards John Odom. So like if he goes rounds, John's still technically getting points to not have to race his way in.
So that's good. So then he's still recovered and doesn't have to worry about it. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Plus, a guy of Tim Brown's caliber that you can bring onto the team.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, like, I think they slept on Tim Brown a little bit because last night he made a good pass. He's been running good. And I know last year, you know, he had a few things happen, had that accident, and he got to rebuild the car and everything. So, but I think he's a great addition to our team, and I'm super happy that we picked him up. So let's go back to the beginning on the draft. Were you worried at all, like where you were going to be picked or what was going to happen? You were kind of planning, hopefully. So we were planning, me and Justin were planning because we actually have been down in Florida all off-season testing with Big Country and Justin. We actually left our rig down there, and so we were really nervous coming into this. Like, my car had been running super good during testing. We ran, you know, right along with Justin, if not better.
Right there.
And so we were nervous. We didn't want to show our hands, so I didn't post any videos. I didn't post anything. You know, we were keeping it low key. We didn't want someone to come out and pick us
and see your passes.
See our passes. So we were nervous coming in because we were like, well, I hope no one picks us. You know? And so went out there and we made a test hit. I was only supposed to run it to 330, and I ran a little bit further because I was like, you know, when it feels good, you want to stay in it.
You want to stay in it.
Big Country's like, you're grounded.
Stop.
So we went up there. Justin, I told Justin, I was like, I'm not going to be upset if you don't pick me first because if we can get a team of heavy hitters, you know, if I can lay low and we can get like Jim Howe or someone first pick and then me second pick, I feel like our team would be really well.
Strong,
yeah. So people were like, are you going to be upset if Justin doesn't pick you first? I'm like, no, you know, I'm not that type of person. So it worked out good. The draft was stressful. Like we were all nervous.
Because you didn't want to be picked by anybody else.
Mama Country was nervous. You know, she's like figuring out who's gonna pick who and what number we're gonna be picked, and so my dad's stressing out about it because if not, like if we're not on Justin's team, I wouldn't expect Corey to help us.
That's the problem, right? Like you kind of have to.
And with the screw blown team, we can share data. We can see what everyone else is doing.
That's the good thing. And it's like 4 test cars.
Yeah. So I think that's really essentially what Justin didn't really have a plan, but like as soon as he sat down, he was able to grab Jim Howe, able to grab me, and then that I think kind of came to his.
And he got Odom, and then I mean it all
so
worked out good.
He didn't really have a plan, which is also a little bit stressful because you're like, Justin, what are you doing? But then it all worked out, you know, in the end.
He kind of had a foggy idea of what he was doing, so it worked out really good.
Yeah.
When you went, I was like, oh, thank God the draft order because somebody else was going to pick it. I was like, that's not going to be good. So,
no, so but it worked out good.
That worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
All right, so just on your own stuff, I mean, in the last year, you've really risen like to the top, some of the top 10 passes. I mean, a lot more fans and everything. And like we talked at PRI, that you were hoping to build it more and more. And it's like it's going to plan. I mean, you did all your dues, you raced in, and you traveled a year and tried to get in, and now that you're here, how's it feel? It
feels really good. Last year, my plan was to get out of Race Your Way In. I just wanted to get out of it. That was my goal for last year, and I achieved it midway through the season. So we did good at that. And then Ohio and Norwalk, I kind of like turned my luck around, I would say. I did really good, made A to B passes with the turbo car. It was so hard to drive, like out the back when the tracks weren't good. So
that's the problem.
We were gonna mid-season break last year. We were gonna switch over to the screw blower, but we just couldn't get enough parts with all the shortages and everything.
And no testing time kind of too. That makes it hard.
We just took the turbo car and kept the same combination and really went out and tested and changed a little bit on the mid-season break. We changed the motor placement and stuff in the car. And I feel like when we came back out, we had a whole different
it really was.
It really picked up.
You started going far.
Like
you did really well. What race was that where you went to the
season finale?
It was in Texas.
Against Jim.
In Texas.
And we gave him a pretty good run. You know, it wasn't like a really, really close race, but it was decent. But we were pouring the coals to it. Like that's all she had. So
that was it.
After that, we were like, okay, we're doing the screw blower deal, and now we haven't really looked back. We went and tested it. I have to say I was nervous about it. I did not want to have to do. I mean, staging process is different. The burnout's different. Everything's
completely new learning system and everything.
It's hard to see the tree, but I've gotten used to it, and I now don't even have to have the line lock to do the burnout. I just roll up there and go. I'm trying during the off season, like during July, I'm going to try to perfect the rolling burnout. So it is
a timing thing. You have to get used to. You have to be aware of exactly where you're at. And
so I think I'm going to try that. I want to get that down. And then, of course, during the off-season in July, we'll go and test new things and try to get the car to run even faster.
You got a month to do it.
But
what's nice is you ended on a high, and it's just kind of like been still there, so which is good.
Besides the first race, and it didn't count, so we're not even going to say anything about that. So,
but that was your first race with the screw, so it's like you had to get over that hurdle, kind of.
So, and I didn't suck as bad as everyone else on the team because we all sucked.
That's the thing.
He was getting heavy.
That's the thing. Everybody was having trouble. So I mean, it was really up and down. But so the last thing I want to talk about is the quality of the competition. It's like you guys stepped up your program, but a lot of other people did too.
Everyone.
It's like the top 32. There is no gimmies in there hardly. It's all hard matchups, and the grade 8's all. I mean, it's crazy.
I would say everyone definitely took time to get their programs figured out, and there's racing is a lot of luck too.
Yes, now it's really luck. Like everybody's so close.
So, and I know like now it's one off the tree, and there's a lot of people, counting the tree and things like that.
I saw a lot of red lights yesterday at this track, so the timing of the tree is a little bit different, and they feel like they can take a shot. Let's see if they change that overnight or not,
we'll see what they do today in the Invitational. That should be interesting. I mean, there was a lot of cars on Race Your Way In that took a shot at the tree. So I don't know. I am the one to wait on green. I'm nervous if I'm counting the tree. Like my Mississippi is going to be a little bit faster, like one Mississippi, and then when I'm getting the car, I'm going to be like one Mississippi, and then go. So I'm one to wait on green.
That's the way to do it. I mean, you got to race the tree, not the other guy, because if you're worried that he's going to take a guess, you're going to screw up usually, right?
So I don't know. We'll see how it goes today. We'll see if they take shots at the tree again,
see what happens. You'll be up there first few cars and see what's going on and do it that way.
I don't know. I know a lot of guys go up and watch it to see what the tree's doing, and supposedly they can't put a big enough variation to get the green bulb.
That's
something. I don't know.
What it is.
And so they're going to do what they can, but we'll see how
it'll be a good race. So, we just want to say congratulations to you and the whole family, and your dad and everything. I mean, you guys are smoking, doing good.
We try hard.
Yes, you do. So. And we're really proud of that you guys fought your way in all this time. It's pretty cool to see you here and just growing and growing. Congratulations to that, and thanks for being part of the team, and we appreciate you and the family.
Like family.
Yes, it is.
So
thank you for everything. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, guys. Let's see what happens during race day today.